I am shook, y'all. You know me, I'm always excited for WrestleMania every year. But this year, WrestleMania 38, and this is just night one, which is insane to think, because we got a whole nother night of this tomorrow. I am shook. I was excited for WrestleMania 38. I never would have thought we would have seen what we saw tonight. Oh my gosh. WrestleMania 38. WWE WrestleMania 38 Night 1 2022 is in the books. We still got a whole nother night tomorrow. Oh my god! Oh my god. I loved WrestleMania. And night 1, I keep forgetting that we still have a whole nother night. There was really only like one match that disappointed me, and that had a pretty crappy ending. But overall, holy shit. Holy freaking crap. I can't believe what just happened. This is probably like the most shocking Mania since 30. Like, oh my gosh. Holy crap. I'm sorry. Alright, my phone is on 17%. I want to get this review up as soon as I can. But, yeah. I can't believe why I just won this most shocking WrestleMania since 30? I think it might be, honestly. Like, wow. Wow. Just wow. I hate that I have to rush this a little bit because of, shit, you know? But I'm gonna do my best. WrestleMania 38 Night 1 was amazing. It was shocking. I might not be American, but man, every time they sing America the Beautiful, I get emotional. That was an awesome start to WrestleMania 38. And then that awesome video package with Mark Wahlberg, that was awesome. And I think right after that we had we pulled a WrestleMania 32, which was in this exact arena. The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, just like at WrestleMania 32, they came out, did a dance to Thunderstruck by AC/DC, which probably won't be on the DVD release for WrestleMania 38, because I heard that they took out the song for WrestleMania 32. They did the exact same thing here. Why wouldn't they? Then we get a badass entrance. Rick Boogs with his guitar out. Shinsuke Nakamura and himself taking on the Usos for the Smackdown Tag Team Championship to open up the show. I was not expecting this to be the opener. I gotta say. It was alright. A bit on the short side. It started off with this awesome kick by Shinsuke. Like, right as the bell rang, Shinsuke did this awesome ass kick. And then he did, that awesome corner stuff he does, when he, preps them up on the corner. And then he, kicks them, and then he does that thing where his foot is on their neck. And he's like, that was cool. The Usos retained, though, in a match that was about less than 7 minutes, actually. But Shinsuke, I love Shinsuke, and he I guess he was the redeeming quality of this match, along with Rick Boogs, doing the entrance. And I didn't see this, I didn't really notice live, when I watched this live, when apparently Rick Boogs got injured. I don't know about that. But then, so that was the opener. But then after that, we get Happy Corbin versus Drew McIntyre. The video package, the film package for that was talking about Happy Corbin when he was poor and then became rich. That was crack up. That joke about the sword and what Drew's mother have in common on SmackDown yesterday. that made me sad. I won't lie. Drew McIntyre. This was a fun match. I just had a lot of fun watching this match, man. It was just, I was looking forward to this match, and honestly, it gave me exactly what I wanted, what I was looking for. And, you know what? Drew McIntyre is actually the first person to kick out of the End of Days. Yes, no one has ever kicked out of the End of Days, Baron Corbin's finisher, until WrestleMania 38 Night 1. Which kind of, it makes me feel for, Corbin, I won't lie, because he did say that he is okay with never becoming WWE Champion, if it means that he can say that nobody ever kicked out of his finisher. And now somebody has kicked out of his finisher, I'm sorry to say, sir. And Drew McIntyre won with Claymore. I really love this match, personally. That was dang good stuff. I really loved it. And I was actually looking forward to this. Next up was a match I was very curious about. Bad Bunny's amazing performance at WrestleMania 37 last year. How was Logan Paul going to do? I won't lie. I've probably been on the bandwagon of hating Logan Paul ever since 2018 with that Forest incident crap. But I think low-key, I really do like Logan Paul, actually. It's just entertaining when you hear about controversy and all that surrounding him. And, and I'm very excited to play as him in WWE 2K22. I still don't own that game yet, but he has announced his DLC, and you know what? Logan Paul's performance was awesome in this. He did it was cool to see him do a headlock on Rey Mysterio, actually. Logan Paul actually did a split, which was really badass to see. He mocked Eddie Guerrero doing the Three Amigos to Rey Mysterio, and he even did a frog splash, which was and at the same time he was doing Eddie's dance thing as a mockery, to Eddie Guerrero. I know I'm gonna focus on Logan Paul's performance in this match. That's why we're all excited for this match, Miz was great too, of course. They were all good in this match. Logan Paul actually did that move when you dive off the top rope and you go over their head? Logan Paul did that. That was awesome. The ending came. I believe the ending was Ray and Dominik. They did a simultaneous 619 to Logan Paul, and it looked like they were about to get the win, but The Miz broke up the pin, hit the skull-crushing finale onto Rey Mysterio, if I remember correctly. Goes for the pin, 1, 2, 3. The Miz and Logan Paul win. Awesome match. Loved Logan Paul's performance. And after the match, I don't know why, it was kind of cool, but I don't know why at the same time. But The Miz actually turned on Logan Paul. He did the skull-crushing finale to Logan Paul, blew him a sarcastic kiss. It was kind of cool, but I was like, man, you literally taught him. He was like a son to you, Miz. But dang. And you know what? Based off Logan Paul's performance in this, holy crap. I want Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny. I want to see it. I told my friend about wanting to see that match right after Logan Paul's performance tonight, and he was like, holy shit, that would be amazing. That would be a what was the word he said exactly? I'm literally going to check my messages. I might have to scroll a little bit. Come on, man. Sorry about this. Alright, he said, I told him, Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny, I want it, match would be, and then I put 3 fire emojis, and he responded, bruh, honestly, that would go hard. WrestleMania 39, April 1st or 2nd, 2023. I hope that happens. I doubt it actually will, because that's such a very specific match between 2 non-wrestlers. But dang it, what an amazing match that would be, like, legit. And that was great. I would love to see Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny. I really would. That would be epic. And I made a Facebook post about that too. Yeah. Afterwards, we have probably my match of the night. This was amazing. I was not looking forward to this really. But oh my gosh, the match just had my heart beating so hard throughout. WWE Raw Women's Championship match. Becky Lynch defending against Bianca Belair. Of course, I love how this kind of goes full circle from WrestleMania 37 last year. Because at WrestleMania last year was Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the Smackdown Women's Championship. And Bianca Belair won the Smackdown Women's Championship then. A year later, she's competing for the Raw Women's Championship. The other one. But of course, it's not just that. Of course, there's a whole story with this match that began at SummerSlam last year. When Becky Lynch made her shocking return and squashed Bianca Belair in 26 seconds. I was like, oh, when I watched it, I think I was like, it was cool, to see a squash like that, but at the same time, it's like, dang, man, Bianca, it was so worth it. Holy shit. This match. This match. Holy shit. This match. How many times have I said holy shit in this review? Alright. It had an insane start. It looked like they were going to try and do like the exact same thing as SummerSlam, like a 26-second squash. And they were teasing the hell out of that. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair tried to do the KOD early on. Then Becky Lynch countered, actually did hit the manhandle slam for a crazy near fall. And holy shit, that's when you knew shit was up. Insane counters, moments when you thought the match was over. Like, oh my gosh, man. Like, oh my gosh. There's so much stuff in this match I'm probably forgetting. Like I said, it had that insane start. It was back and forth as heck. You could have thought it would go either way. And oh my god, I'm sorry. Just this match was epic. This match was epic. So I'll just skip to the end pretty much. Becky Lynch did the manhandle slam onto the steel steps on the outside to Bianca Belair. And when this was going on, and the referee was counting quite fast too. He was like, 5, 6, 7. That's probably a slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. And I was like, oh my god, don't tell me you're doing this shit. Don't end this shit on a count out, please, for the love of... That's what I was like, but she got back in the ring. Bianca Belair got back in the ring. More counters, I think. Eventually, Bianca hits the KOD onto Becky Lynch. 1, 2, 3. And Bianca Belair wins the Raw Women's Championship in an amazing match. Holy shit. That was... Bianca Belair, she's becoming one of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time. No exaggeration. And I was at Hell in a Cell 2021 last year, and I saw her. I was at that pay-per-view. And that epic Hell in a Cell she had against Bayley. Just want to mention. That was epic. That was epic. You gotta watch this match for yourself. In fact, You might have been ruined for you now that I told you everything that happens, and this kind of made me think of the female version of Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 25. This match reminded me of Kota Ibushi versus Jay White from Wrestle Kingdom 15 last year, actually. Like, Becky Lynch would be Jay White, even though Jay White was the challenger last year, and Bianca Belair, of course, would be Kota Ibushi. Epic match. Oh my gosh. Seriously. And now we have Seth Rollins match. Seth Rollins versus an opponent of Mr. McMahon's choosing. We all were wondering, we all had speculation. It seemed all but certain that it would be a certain somebody. I posted my reaction to who that somebody was earlier today, by the way. It's not the best reaction video, but I hope you enjoy that, if you decide to watch that, of course. Seth Rollins comes out. Man, I forgot to mention some of the entrances. If I forget, so be it. Seth Rollins came out. There was like a choir, I think, humming in a song or something like that. And he came out in like this extra Playboy, like Hugh Hefner, Ric Flair type of gear. And he was all giddy and smiling and like, ha ha ha, I have a match at WrestleMania. And then he gets in the ring. And then we wait. The suspense is crazy. The suspense is insane. And after what felt like 2 minutes, like 2 minutes that you felt all the way of waiting, the lights go out. And eventually we hear, wrestling has more than one royal family. Cody Rhodes! Yes, AEW's Cody Rhodes, the one who said he would never come back to WWE, formerly known as Stardust, with the neck tattoo, the blonde hair, Cody Rhodes, post AEW, is in WWE. Holy shit. We all expected this, but when it happened, it's still unreal. It still feels unreal now. I'm getting chills thinking about it. Like, his entrance was so badass too. Like we heard his theme song play for a while, and then slowly we see him coming out for his entrance. We see him coming out of his entrance. And holy crap, he came. Cody Rhodes. They're already selling Cody Rhodes merch, by the way. And oh my god, there were so many rumors. Shane McMahon. The only other one I would have been ecstatic about, John Cena. The one that I would have been really angry about if it happened, Bray Wyatt. You know what? I don't like Bray Wyatt. All right, I was actually happy to hear he got released last year. I don't want him to come back. So, and when the lights went out, I was terrified that the Fiend's music was going to stop playing. I'm serious. Oh, I resent Bray Wyatt, the character. I mean, for undeservingly beating so many of my favorite wrestlers, especially John Cena. The bell never rang at WrestleMania 36, by the way. And he goes in. And I love the look on Seth's face when it turned out to be Cody. He was like, it was like a smirk, and it was kind of like a, oh, so this, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but Cody Rhodes is back, does a beautiful arm drag. There was this awesome moment in the match when they both like suplex each other to like the outside. And there was this awesome moment when like Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes were at one of the LED posts, and then Cody Rhodes grabbed Seth's arm and like yanked him, and he hit the LED post. That was badass. Kickouts in this. Seth kicked out of one Rhodes. What's it called? Crossroads. Cody kicked out of the pedigree. Yes, Seth is doing the pedigree again. And the ending of the match was epic. Cody Rhodes did like 2 or 3 crossroads in a row to Seth Rollins. And then he picked Seth up, or maybe Seth stumbled up, something like that. And he did his father, Dusty Rhodes' move, the bionic elbow, preceded by the punches. And then one last crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes is back in WWE. This was a crossover. This felt like a crossover. Like, holy shit. And I actually posted my reaction to this as the match was happening tonight. Like, far out. Next up is the match that I think WWE wanted to be the main event. Well, after this, we had the WWE Hall of Fame inductees coming out, including, of course, The Undertaker. It was so awesome seeing him come out as a Hall of Fame guy. And last night was beautiful when he did his speech, and it was awesome to see him come out to his entrance music, but as his normal self. Anyway, this next match actually it was pretty disappointing, but you know what? So be it. It doesn't change how epic the show was. Like, holy shit. WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair defending against the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Ronda Rousey. They tried. I do think they tried to give as good as a match as they could, but I don't know. Maybe I was just still like shook from Cody Rhodes coming back. And I guess the tag match, like the Sheamus and Ridge Holland versus the New Day tag match, I guess that's coming tomorrow now. And then I was actually saying to him, friends, like, oh my gosh, a random ass tag match is main eventing, And then this match was cool. Like, I mean, their Survivor Series 2018 match was epic, but this match, I thought it was solid. It wasn't terrible, It had a terrible ending. Like, Ronda Rousey had the pinfall. Like, the referee counted 3, but then he realized Charlotte's foot was on the rope. Kind of like Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles from from SummerSlam 2017. And then Charlotte did a big boot to Ronda Rousey. 1, 2, 3. Charlotte retains. And I actually got every single match winner predicted correctly up until this. I guess they're gonna have. I heard that they were planning like a series of matches about this or something like that, but I guess that's why, Then we go into the main event, the Kevin Owens show, with special guest Stone Cold Steve Austin. At least that's what this was originally supposed to be. Kevin Owens comes out, insults Texas, insults Stone Cold. Stone Cold's music hits as mid-sentence during Kevin Owens. And they were talking, and Kevin Owens was like, "You're a coward, Stone Cold." Or maybe he didn't say that exactly, but he was like, "Man, Texas is stupid. If you took off your cowboy, I don't want you to be stereotypical Texan," or something like that. This match happened. Sorry, I spoiled it. Anyway, and then Kevin Owens was like, to be honest, Stone Cold, I never wanted to talk to you. I wanted a fight. I am here to challenge you to a match. Not just any match, a no-holds-barred match. I know it's been 19 years and all that. I know you have a bad back and neck. And I know my back is bad or something like that. And then Stone Cold was like, and I swear to you, I'm not lying. Stone Cold was like, I had my first match in Texas, and now I could have my last match in Dallas, Texas as well. I think he said Dallas, Texas for first match too. And he was like, get me a ref. And holy shit, it's happening. This is it. Tonight, Stone Cold Steve Austin literally wrestled his first match in 19 years. It happened. Stone Cold wrestled again. Holy shit. It happened again. Oh my gosh. The match starts. They're beating each other up. They fight to the outside pretty fast. Kevin Owens, there's probably going to be stuff I forget just because I'm freaking out so much. This is the main event of WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold. No holds barred. Owens gets out a table. He tries to Irish whip Stone Cold into it, but Stone Cold reverses, smashes him into a table. They fight into the crowd. Oh my gosh, Stone Cold took a freaking brutal ass back body drop onto the concrete floor in the crowd. I'm not even joking. And then he suplexed Kevin Owens onto one of the announce tables. It didn't break though, which kind of sucks. But and then Kevin Owens was trying to leave, and then Stone Cold stopped him. Stone Cold actually made his entrance on his dirt bike, quad bike, whatever. And then he grabbed Kevin Owens, and they were both on the bike, and he freaking drove Kevin Owens to the freaking stage area, suplexed him a bunch of times. Owens was in pain. They go back to the ring. Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Stone Cold. Stone Cold kicks out. And then I went to try and charge my phone, so I did miss, unfortunately, the stunner that Stone Cold did to Kevin Owens. Goes for the pin, which I didn't miss. I didn't miss the pin. 1, 2, 3. Stone Cold defeats Kevin Owens. WrestleMania 38, 2022. This is not a drill. This is not a dream. This, for real, actually, legitimately happened, and I'm still freaking out. I never grew up with Stone Cold Steve Austin, alright? But now I can say that I have seen him wrestle, not live, not in person, but I can say that I've seen Stone Cold wrestle live on TV as it happened. And I did tonight. Then he gives Owens another stunner after the match, which I also missed. Then Byron Saxton wanted to celebrate. He got a stunner apparently. Stone Cold celebrates to end night 1 of WrestleMania 38. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. It happened. Stone Cold wrestled again. I still can't believe it. I don't know what more to say. That was epic. This was shocking in the best way, this WrestleMania. I have goosebumps. I'm shook. I was excited for this, but I'm shook. I'll see you guys tomorrow for my review of WrestleMania 38, Night 2. Peace out, y'all. Oh my gosh.